there was always that sense in a way, it wasn't all that surprising that I ended up here. I think this came out even in our, in the discernment process, in the pre-search, that I, sort of like I said before, I always viewed, whether or not I was here or not, I always looked at St. Elizabeth as being a Knoxville native and a Cradle Episcopalian. I just hit the mic. Sorry. But as being a Cradle Episcopalian and a native Knoxvillian, I always looked to St. Elizabeth and wondered about that untapped potential. And I always said St. Elizabeth should be like, one of our biggest flagship Episcopal churches in the Diocese of East Tennessee. And so I was always attracted to that and interested in that. And so I think that came into play in sort of the call process. There was always this connection that I had with St. Elizabeth in some way. And then once I got here, then another part of that story, I started to notice things that that perhaps aren't all that common anymore in a lot of churches. Like Wednesday night gatherings still exist here and are a big part, right? So dinner, you come to eat dinner together. And then when you start living into that a little bit, you start to realize oh, and a lot of the people that are here aren't really even coming for whatever Bible study is offered or whatever. They're coming to be together. And so for me, that really sent this message home of this really is a family of faith. It's not, we say that about all churches, but this is really a family, and they just want to be together. And so that's attractive to me. It speaks to real relationship, which is a part of our Christian community, right? We can't do this alone, and so it takes real relationship to live into all of